reading the Sagolla RD tag, and I just waited to see what would happen. Would the situation correct itself? Would folks read my bio, go on Wikipedia or whatever, look at the history, look at my tweets, look at my user number 21, and find out that this is actually one of the guys who was there, and put two and two together. That didn't happen, so I spent a couple days thinking what to do, and I decided, all right, well, I'm going to start responding to a couple people that I think are really vocal. Folks who really are looking for my attention, versus people who are just retweeting. So I chose a couple people, and I sent off a series of messages that were informational, that had a link that they could follow that was direct and relevant, and then again, listen, watch, wait to see what they have, wait to see what they do, how they retweet that, whether that gets attention, whether folks are actually listening to me or listening to some person. And I think the result was, then what happened was I got a bunch of emails. So it was a writer and blogger who said, I got a scoop on this story, if you just respond to what your thoughts are. And I thought, big mistake. This is what they're asking for. They're asking for me to expose myself, to try to defend myself. And that's not what you want. That's not what you want to be in. You don't want to be defending yourself. So I thought, all right, look, I'm going to be showing up here, and I'm going to have to answer for myself eventually anyway on stage. And isn't it better that I write directly to this person and count on them publishing it for me? And Meredith was there actually, and I was writing on the way to visit family, and I was typing this huge long message. She's like, "What are you doing?" I said, "I'm just one of those one blogger. I just got to get this done." And I thought in the back of my head, I'm like, he's probably going to publish this. I better be careful. And he published the whole thing. The whole email. I felt like Steve Jobs for a second. Who else gets their emails published in Toto? So it was kind of sort of an ego check for me. But I luckily thought about that at a time, and I thought, all right, well, he might publish this whole thing, so I better be careful how I speak. And, it worked to my advantage. He actually didn't even translate it. He just published the whole thing in English. So that was my strategy. It was like, all right, find the most vocal person, engage them, see if they want to then respond to you offline, right? Not on Twitter, just through email. And then give them your best shot. Like, give them your best, most positive message you can give. And be humble, right? Because you're getting some flack. You got to show some humility. And the truth is, I don't really know what to call myself. I'm not a member of the executive team. I didn't even help found the actual company, Twitter Inc. Like, I asked this blogger, I asked this person, what would you call me? What would you call yourself if you gave your best ideas to a company and then were laid off for your troubles? What would you do? What would you? I just posed the question back. I think that's key. The first sentence, the first thing you need to do is just simply listen. Second one, hopefully the situation will repair itself, but if not, be prepared with a couple of quality links. And third, engage with them offline. So you don't want to take this into a flame war, right? You don't want to end up like with 50 tweets explaining yourself over Twitter because then all your followers are really confused. So take it offline, and then give it your best shot. Or give it your best, most positive shot. And I think it worked.
Okay. So inside of a company, one human resources has to be developed.